What's good, y'all? Welcome or welcome back. Alright, we're starting this video at 7:11. So that number could be significant. There's a song by Beyonce that could be significant. I could have some Cancers in the building, or Scorpios in the building. Welcome. Um, your signs could be significant. Alright. That's weird. I usually tell you guys, yeah, it's the energy of suppression. So I don't know if that's like somebody wanting you to be quiet. Just enjoy your life quietly. Nothing wrong with that. It could be you that wants to do that. Just enjoy your life quietly. But usually when I get up from the table, right when I start the video, I tell you guys, go get your coffee, get your tea, whatever you sipping on, smoking on, your water, your cocktail, whatever. Okay, and let's dive in. But yeah, I'm like forcing myself, pushing myself outside to communicate and to get this reading done, because I know that I have a lot of energy. I can feel it. It weighs me down. It actually makes me feel more tired, like I'm being drained. Even if my day goes well, if I do not get this energy out, I just feel as if I'm carrying extra baggage emotionally, mentally, that I'm not even fully aware of. So it causes confusion and clutter, and that can lead to fear or stress or anxiety, that I feel as if I'm not getting done what I need to, or like something outside of me is affecting me. So it is essential for me to go ahead and do these readings when I wake up in enough time to do them, and I feel that way when I first wake up. So we're here. But hold on. So we here and we doing this. However, bear with me, because I'm just not quite here. I'm trying to get grounded, but I feel like something is trying to pull at me or tug at me, and not consciously, like it's almost, it feels as if my soul, my energy, my spirit would be somewhere else, and I would be just kind of mindlessly or militantly, like according to what I should do only, is like what I would default into. Okay, so yeah, something about holding on to your authenticity by doing the things that, not just that you want to do, that feel good to you, but also doing the things that work for you. Okay, sometimes you have to push through the energy to do the things that you want to do, but something outside of you could be trying to affect you and trying to keep you from doing it. A lot of times it is a subconscious belief or an energy, an entity that we continue to attract because we have always submitted to that type of energy. So there are certain energies or entities that have been feeding off of us, honestly, whenever we're susceptible to it. But when you kind of just take your own energy and get up and do whatever it is that was calling you before that energy tried to suppress you, I don't know, you just feel lighter. What I noticed, because I did it yesterday, I just felt like the day was not going the way that I wanted it to. I was trying to practice a little schedule that I had set up for me and my child. Even though we're not about to implement it right now, I just like to do test runs and see if this is a good schedule. Is it really going to work? And then I can relax. But he was not prepared for that. He was not in that mindset. He was not in that mode. And it's not a necessity. So I just kind of, I understood too, because I was pushing through some energy. So I just said, all right, I'm going to go ahead, still do my reading, which is part of our new schedule, before he wakes up. But at the same time, I'm going to just let the day go the way it needs to. And actually, doing that reading freed up my energy where I felt good about what we were doing, and I still was able to like accomplish some things that I had put in the schedule. It just didn't go according to schedule. So all right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this. I heard extemporaneous speaking, so I don't know if that's something that you're being guided to do, or this could be something that is difficult for you, and maybe not even because that's your truth. Maybe it could be easy, but it just feels like there's this extra pressure, and just the pressure of it alone makes you just want to it just blocks you. Okay, it just makes you just not want to say anything. Like, yeah, this will probably be too difficult. I don't know, it could even be overthinking, honestly. Overthinking your words. Something wants you to overthink what you say, overthink your words, overthink how you move. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and get into it with the cards. All praise to the Most High. Trust your intuition over mine. Don't take the story if it does not align. All right, so we have healthy, wealthy male. Oh, thank God. We have legal conflict, judgment day, and imprisonment. Thank God. Deceit and betrayal, fake friend, false friend. You don't or you won't trust them. Let's get into it. Healthy, wealthy male typically is an emperor energy. The healthy and wealthy could be physically, it could be emotionally, it could be mentally, it could also be a spiritually healthy and wealthy male. If it is spiritually, typically that always manifests physically in some form. All right, if it's like mentally, emotionally, or physically, probably a good, it's a good person to be around. It's a good person to find information or get information from. This could be someone who tends to be very resourceful. Their mind is pretty clear, or it's easy to get what you need from them. It's easy to get the clarity that you're looking for from this person, because they usually have a very clear mind. This person could be I'm hearing Beyonce's song "A Soldier." What I mean with that is I just feel as if this person could be street smart and they have good instincts. It's something about they keep their energy very clean, so they're usually not weighed down. Like I said, emotionally, they may carry no baggage really, or they carry very light. Their load is pretty fucking light. They could also usually bring a lot of the good energy, like they're wealthy and good emotions. Okay, they're the life of the party, or they bring the joy, or they have the heart, or they turn up. Mentally, like I said, this person just nuggets of gold. Also, just the way that they see things, the way that they move, good moral standards, good character. And then, of course, physically, this may be the person that always has your back. They're the ones that pretty much I don't know if people are coming over, they're the ones footing the bill, everybody eats, that type of person. They could be someone who always pays the bill when you go out. Um, Someone who's very stable and secure internally, externally. Good hygiene. They look good, they smell good, they feel good. And there is something militant about this individual in serious circumstances. Like when they're taking care of business, this person's mind. Yeah, see, King of Pentacles. Well, now that's like a father figure because protective, but also nurturing, a provider, just really skilled with humans. King of Pentacles, they're down to earth, they're humble, but they could be pissed right now. Okay, they could be pissed off right now because of some kind of conflict that they're going through and they're being judged for something. Okay. They're being judged for something and it could feel as if someone is trying to hold them in imprisonment, someone trying to suppress them or keep them from moving forward the way that they want to, someone trying to block or stop their path, someone taking advantage of the darkness, taking advantage of what they cannot see, something about what they cannot see. Someone's playing on their mindset. Someone's using this opportunity to fuck with this person's insight, this person's clarity. There's a moment of darkness or any moment of darkness. This could be someone who uses confusion or the fact that you are not speaking to their advantage because they cast illusions. Okay. Anyway, this is somebody, they don't trust them or you don't trust them if this is you. Fake friend, false friend. Yeah, you don't trust them. You don't trust them and you won't trust them until this stops. You won't trust them until you get out of this imprisonment. So honestly, if you do have a fake friend or a false friend, this is not what you want to give your focus to. You don't want to focus on them. Because you don't trust them. They're not going to help you to get out of this. You're going to have to get yourself out of this. You could be the healthy, wealthy person. You could be the person that has a lot of good, healthy information that is cash money information. Okay, literally, like the people that you talk to, whatever it is that you do, you are a benefit to others around you, not just to yourself. There are certain places that you feel guided to go, things that you feel guided to do. You have to trust yourself. You have to do these things that are coming to you without thinking or worrying about this person. Because if you worry about that person, it's going to send you into this imprisonment energy where you have to second guess everything that you're thinking. Someone could be trying to put you in a box. Now, sometimes it's really nice when life puts you in a box because it just makes you do what you're supposed to do whether or not you want to. But you'll know those time periods. What I'm getting is that's not the energy that you're in currently. Even if you just work, you did what you were supposed to do. You got your mind right. You're on the right track. And someone could see that. If this is a fake friend, false friend, this is what they would want to do. The way they would betray you is to cozy up to you, be kind to you, get into your energy so that they can rework or rewire what it is that you're thinking in order to betray you, meaning that you might do what you really didn't want to because you were pushing against them or because you trusted them. It's like it doesn't matter if you end up doing what this person wants you to do. It has to be that it is your idea truly, that is coming from you internally. And the reason is because the way your mind works and the way that things manifest for you is, it makes you happy. It makes you happy. It makes you stable. It secures your foundation. Your finances flow better. Things work out for you when you do you. But someone could want to either be you, do you, appear as you, They can't do that if you're being you. So there is some kind of suppression that I feel here. Okay. So tell me about the healthy, wealthy male energy. What's going on? Hold on one second, y'all. What do you mean uploaded to my videos? I did not upload a video. Okay, let's get into it. Healthy, wealthy male. Yeah, someone feels out in the cold. Someone does feel as if you have a very good life. Someone feels like your mindset is where it's supposed to be. Someone feels like your finances are going well, and they do not feel a part of it. They do not feel like they're actually benefiting off of it. This could be someone who has a sense of entitlement. But again, you don't trust this person. There's someone you're not letting in. There's also someone you're leaving out in the cold that you're not talking to. And that's why this person does not trust you. This could be someone that you actually want to trust you, but that's why they're not trusting you. Because you aren't communicating. Because you aren't saying, you aren't saying anything with that Page of Pentacles. What's the Page of Pentacles? And the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, see Queen of Cups in reverse. Someone could be very mad and feel out in the cold. Someone could hate you, honestly. They could hate whatever it is that's happening for you. This person could hate that it feels like not only are you supported and guided, but that you have like loyal supporters who are watching something play out. Someone could feel exposed and seen, like they're being cast aside. Like, yeah, confirmation. Someone could be exposed and seen because something is actually fruitful with you. Something is blossoming. Something is getting better in your life. Okay, this could actually be someone who left you out in the cold. This could have been a fake friend that betrayed you with the Page of Pentacles. They tried to unground you. This could be someone who did something suddenly. Okay, like pick the world up and tried to crash it on your head. However, it really did not crash your head in as much as it crashed or destroyed whatever trust was built there. So you had a foundation of trust with this person, even though it could have been small. See, you came out as the King of Pentacles energy, and whoever this person is, they're the Page of Pentacles. So the Page is a long way down from the King. So this is someone who technically could work for you, or they felt like they worked for you. However, they don't get paid. They don't get paid. They're not given as much attention or finances as, say, a knight. They would not receive the same respect as a knight would because they don't do what a knight does. They don't put their neck out there on the line. They don't take risks to protect or to support the kingdom, what you're building. This is someone who pretty much just kind of sends word or gets word of things for you. They could have information to give you, once in a while that is relevant to you. This person has been like an asset, but only when you can trust them. And that's the thing about them. They could be kind of a slippery character is what I heard. Okay, so maybe they really love to stay in the snake energy. So it's hard for you to trust them completely because they're stealthy or they hide a lot. The other aspect is this person could be very childish or like moody. So depending on their temperament, depending on their mood, they may do what you want them to. They may just try to rattle you, defy you. You know what kids do. They try to trigger you. They try to disrupt your peace and harmony because they're feeling some type of way. They may not even communicate exactly what they're feeling. They're just feeling something and they don't want you to have like a free time from it. Okay. Like if you free yourself from it, they're pissed off. But then if you try to help them, they're pissed off too. So it's kind of like they consistently put you in this space of feeling like you don't know what to do. But honestly, whoever you are, you're the one person that probably does know what to do when this person's energy is not affecting you. So actually, your connection to this person, staying connected, staying tapped into this person when they're behaving that way. And that's the key. It's not like the same thing works all the time. It's just that when they're in this frame of mind, when they're having these behavior patterns. Hold on, I'm gonna have to read the Page of Pentacles. I knew already, but for some reason, see, that's that energy. It's that energy. You do have an energy. It's heavy in this reading, and it's heavy on me. So we may have that similarly. But it's like, it just makes you want to second guess everything that you want to do, as if you need to assess how someone else outside of you is going to feel about that. The only person I have to confer with is God and my fucking son, a 5-year-old. So there is no heavy way down thinking of should I, shouldn't I? At least it shouldn't be. But it seems like there is this energy that's trying to get in the way of that. Now, for you, too, with the healthy, wealthy male and that King of Pentacles, you could have business decisions or decisions you're making that have to do with business. Some of you, it has to do with something legal, a contract or something like that. And you've been conflicted. You're going back and forth trying to figure out what to do. You could feel blocked or locked up, like you're being pushed or locked into a certain situation or a certain dynamic, like you have to do. I don't know. It's like being pushed to do something that you really don't want to do. However, you would have to because of the circumstances. Okay. You would have to because you're being blocked in. Maybe in a way you can't even explain, but you can explain it to yourself. You can even see it clearly. But this is like a illusion or something. It's trying to confuse you or get you out of that space where you do know what's going on and you are able to see your way out. Okay, so someone does want to keep you blocked. I'm seeing justice. They could want you blocked because whatever this situation is, if you're healthy, wealthy. Do you know what that means? It pretty much means you're one of those people who have had so many experiences in life and you are so street smart. Just common sense, like you know people, so you just typically know how to move, know what to do. You may know a lot about the system, the government, or how things work, and so it's pretty easy for you to get in and out of situations. It really is. Like any situation that comes up in life, typically you always find the key. Okay, you always find the money, you always come up with the plan or something like that. Okay, whoever this person is, they know that, and it's almost like they're trying to get you not to play that hand, not to see that you have a full house and you could win this thing. I don't know shit about cards, but I have watched a lot of people play cards, and I know a full house got to be it's a big deal in poker or something like that. So yeah, I don't know, someone could have a poker face that could be significant. Poker face could be significant. Like calling someone's bluff could be significant. What's the Page of Pentacles in reverse? That's another thing too. You could have been calling the bluff of someone, and so this person is like trying to show you up or whatever, but in order to do that, this could be someone that actually needs you to like fumble your bag, fumble your cup, so that they can level up and then show you up. That's weird, but I heard that. All right, where's the page? Idleness, pettiness, money problems. That's what I was telling you. Whoever this person is, typically they get very disheveled, unraveled, irritated when they don't have enough money. This could be when they don't have enough money to show you up, when they don't have enough money to pretty much like get back in your good graces, when they don't have enough money to make you happy, or they feel as if they don't have enough money to make themselves happy, or you're not using your money to make them happy. This is someone who could very easily get temperamental. This is a draining energy, and the reason is because they're focused on finances that they don't have. They're experiencing money problems, but they also don't want to do anything. So this could even be somebody who is trying to attach to you because of your healthy energy. Things are going well for you. This person could want to like pretty much suck you dry because they need the energy that you're carrying. That energy is what has been assisting this person or helping this person to survive. They could actually be having a difficult time period, financially or like physically. Things are not really going well physically in their life. They may also not be feeling so well either. Like emotionally, they could be stressed or worried or anxious. Mentally, they could be confused or just like worried about a lot of things, not knowing what to do. There's some comparison energy too, but this person feels more comfortable with you when you're downtrodden. They kind of feel like you just follow their lead. It's like if both of you are in the same energy of not knowing what to do and not feeling like shit, or things aren't going well, it's like if you want to quit, it makes it easier for them because you may attach to them. It's like you could almost mimic their energy. It's like, yeah, in a way it almost feels as if you swap places. I'm just getting this. Like they need to see you like both legs kind of broke, down on the ground. And then in that energy, because if this person stood up, they may actually be taller than them. They could actually be of assistance to them. But this person doesn't want you to look like that. They don't want you to be of assistance. They like to be the person that you feel you need. Because this person needs your energy, your comfort, your warmth, okay? Whoever this person is, their heart is cold. This could be someone who is typically cold-hearted, but your good nature, it enlightens them. It brings out a better side of them. But it almost feels like this dynamic in particular is someone who's triggering you to do that more than you need to, like to your detriment. You could be the head of a household with the King of Pentacles. You really do need that energy. Things really do fall on you, and you really do have the ability to work through it. So you really need that energy for you, but someone wants to take that from you, to embody it because they want to be of a necessity to you. If you were going through difficulty, if you felt out in the cold, if you were not so healthy and wealthy, internally or even externally, if life was not so good for you, or things weren't going well for you, you would gravitate toward this person. That could be your past. So this person is counting on that. Like, they could have been the person that you ran to. Maybe this was your husband or wife, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. For some of you, it still is. This could be a father, a mother, a parent-child dynamic. It's a lot of ways, even a friendship, okay? But you don't know if you can trust this friend all the time. Maybe at the time periods in your life where you're doing the best, this person seems to not be in the right energy. Like, you can't trust them. You can't trust them. You can't really fuck with them because of what they're on. But during the time periods when life is not going well for you, typically that could be a time period where things are going well for this person. So it would seem like you can trust them. But actually, this would probably be somebody who harbors a lot of resentment, from the time periods that you were not needing them and they felt cast aside. So when you do return to their life or reconnect with them, this is someone who would do things financially, but only if you will pretty much like take the back seat. It's someone who has like they need to be better than you. It's like somebody who's struggling to make themselves appear better than you. And I don't know if it's for like clout, like for the public, if this is social media, you guys are battling it out, or if this person is trying to do this in their personal life or with a particular person. They're just trying to like one up you. But it's weird because they need your energy to do it. Okay, tell me about the Page of Pentacles. The reverse characteristics of the Page of Pentacles: focus on a lack of application where it's needed. Pettiness where it's not. So this is someone who does not give the focus to the things that they need to when they need to. And they tend to be extremely petty instead. Like, it's like they're not doing what they need to do, and then they're upset when things aren't going the way that they wanted to. They drop the ball, they don't take care of business, and then they resort to acting petty or to triggering other people to get what they want. It's like somebody who never takes responsibility, but when shit doesn't go right, it's always your fault. Or they leave you to feel like this is for you to figure out on your own. It says the Koran, or a young person close to him, is wasteful of the opportunities presented to them. Bad news, particularly about money issues. So this person may look at you and feel like this energy is wasted on you. Someone could feel like you don't need this energy. I need this energy. You don't need this ability. I need this ability. They feel like you have some kind of gift or opportunity or something is happening for you, but you're not really the person that needs it. They feel like they do, and all they're getting is bad news. Someone feels very entitled to something that is naturally yours or something that you naturally do. They feel entitled to benefit off of it or to embody it, kind of leaving you like a child. Okay, it's like, yeah, it's like somebody who wants to take the energy that really makes you you, that makes things work well for you, that makes things happen well for you. They want to take that energy and essentially leave you kind of lost, like where you don't know what's going on. There's someone who wants you to like be confused. It's like they want to guide you. This is somebody preying on your mind. They want to dominate or control a certain circumstance. So this could be someone when they're in a tight spot, when they're in a position where they feel uncomfortable. For you, it could be because of how high vibrational you are. You could take this person into vibrations mentally, or even just the way that things are working out for you. The idea of it takes this person to some, it's like bad news for this person that something is so good for you. And it essentially like turns this person, I don't know, it's like they become uncomfortable. They need to run from you or hide from you. They're trying to hide from what you see. They're trying to hide from what you know, or they're trying to hide from this reality where you are being seen or something is clear. There's something that's so clear. They're seeing something that they really don't want to see. And it's you. It's something good in you and something good that is going on for you. It's like a moment of realizing that you deserve whatever it is that you have, and you deserve whatever it is that is happening for you. Like, I'm hearing that song No Guidance, where Drake was like, all right, man, you know, after the battle, he's like, okay, you the real thing. I got to give it to you, man. You the real thing. You the real thing. It's like, what else can I say, you know? But in that moment of clarity, it's like they want to pretty much just cringe, like disappear. But they could be attaching to someone else's energy to escape this reality. Okay, so someone could be feeling some feelings of loss, grief, sorrow, disappointment. They could be having relationship problems and just not seeing how to get out of it. This is why we have imprisonment here. Yeah, see, we have the Hierophant. This could have to do with marriage. It could have to do with the heart. It could also have to do with the commitment. There's some kind of commitment that they feel There's a commitment they feel they failed. There's someone that they were committed to and they feel like they have not shown up for that person. They have not done for that person what they intended to do, what they committed themselves to doing. They could have the belief that that this person deserves more, but they're actually feeling blocked. And I think the reason is because of certain beliefs. They're conforming to a certain standard of living or a certain way of life that does not give them the opportunity to be able to be there for you. It doesn't give them the opportunity to do what it is that they want to do, that they feel would repair your relationship, your connection, that would actually bring in the harmony that they're looking for with you, or to be the support. Someone does not feel as if you are looking to them anymore. This could be someone that you used to really look up to, that used to, I don't know, it just seemed like they added so much value to you, but they could feel the opposite now, like they're losing that. Yeah, this could be someone who really felt like they were like the most valuable player in your life, but honestly, they don't feel that way anymore. They could even feel that there is someone else who has become this pillar in your life, someone that has become this place or this stronghold, this place of security. Something about, there's two situations or two dynamics that are related here. This is like a church or a building or a family or a structure, a community that could be of assistance or of help, okay? But this person is like outside of that, and they could be working with someone else and they're choosing to stay outside of this comfort zone, outside of this connection or partnership or dynamic that they could, they could be in. They could get assistance from, like this would be like a food, I don't know. They do everything. It could be like a lot of religious organizations. They offer food, they offer shelter, they'll help you get a house, they'll help you, get a vehicle, whatever you need. Okay, if your kids need to be in school, if you need daycare, whatever. Like there's a lot of assistance that could come through here from this community, from this situation, from this foundation. And with the Hierophant, this person could have strong beliefs that this is typically what they need to do, but they're adhering to another organization or another group. They're trying to do something differently than what their soul actually is calling them to do. So there's another way of doing something that would not only be more stable, but it would actually make this person feel more secure. And it could likely be what they're used to, but they're going against the grain. It's like they could even be following someone else. They're trying to do what someone else is doing. It's just not having the same, it's not having the same results. So they're trying to mimic somebody is what it kind of feels like. But the results, that's what it is. It's like Judgment Day, because the results are being seen. Like whatever you did, it's not, you're not doing the same thing. Somebody succeeded, or somebody made it, somebody did something different, but they did it the way that they needed to, and it's had results, and it's really working for them, whereas this person is not. So even if they're doing the same thing as you, it's not a good choice for them. Someone also could be like not able to afford something. Yeah. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. This could be, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. This could be someone who hates to budget. They hate to budget. They hate to hold back. They hate, like this is someone who likes to live a lavish life, but at the expense of necessities, at the expense of the things that they actually need. This could be someone who loves to eat out instead of cooking when they don't have the money to do that. Like they may not have money for groceries for the rest of the week because they chose to eat out all of the beginning of the week, and not even like on a budget. This could be someone who chose to blow their money on fancy meals, okay, every day. Or it doesn't even have to be fancy these days. You could spend $25 for one person at Coney Island just getting a wing ding dinner with chili cheese fries, honestly. Okay. Maybe not even the chili and cheese. You might be looking at $27.30. I don't know. Depends on where you're at. But this is someone who like is consistently doing things like that, and then kind of like becoming extremely depressed and restless and sad when they don't have money for groceries for the rest of the week. Okay, like they can't get what they want to eat for the rest of the week. This person could really be missing you because maybe that was something that they could do when it was your finances or when they had you to hold on to. Okay, you were that person that they could fall on, that they could rely on. But this person used you as a crutch. Okay, so this is getting bigger. This is like a family matter where there are moving parts. There could be a husband, a wife, but there could be extra adults as well that are a part of this community or this family group or situation or house. But this person uses you like the crutches for them to stand up and do whatever they want to. They pretty much were doing it off of your back or off of your finances. Or they, that was your mindset. It's your mindset. You can live like that. You can do those things. That life works out for you because you have the means, because you have the mind, you have the consistency to keep up a standard of living like that. Okay. This person's not able to, but they are trying to do the same thing as you, or they were, and now they're in a position of loss and lack. Yeah, now they're in a position of loss and lack. Okay. Yeah, they're stuck. Okay, so this person feels stuck not having what it is that they want, not being able to do what it is that they want to do, not just for themselves, but they can't even do it for you. Whoever this person is, if they used to be your crutch or your like support system, I don't know, but you may have drained this person. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Five of Pentacles in the upright. Literally, your mood swings, your ups and downs, your like this person you could have attacked. I don't know. This is a succubus. This is a succubus. This is someone who emotionally attaches to you and they drain you. But they'll drain you of everything. Your resources, your good energy, your light, your clarity, they're draining. They attach themselves to you. And you became like a pillar of support for this person. You could have been more of a support system to this person than their own family, friends, or community that they were currently probably living in, or at least it's like right there. Like you were the person that cared. You were the person that gave to them. You were the person, you became this person's crutch. You have pretty much enabled somebody to rely on you like a child would rely on their parents. You were a parent to this person. Even if it was your wife or your husband, you took care of them the way that a mother or a father would. You coddled them the way that a mother or a father would. You became their security blanket the way a mother or a father should be, or, would. And maybe did at some point. Honestly, this could be a situation where somebody dumped their kids off on you. Like, it's like a mother and father giving up. And you stepped in, or maybe by default, you had no choice to, because this person wasn't ready to stand up, or this person wasn't ready to do what they needed to do. Or for some of you, this is actually someone's child, so somebody has to do it, so you chose to. But whoever you are, you could actually be judging yourself because you put yourself in this position to play a role for this person that is not truly your role to play. And you are starting to feel the heaviness of it. You're starting to feel the weight of it. if this is not someone that you're carrying financially or physically and that doesn't resonate, it could just be emotionally. You carry this person, you heal this person, you are the mother that they run to, you are the father that they feel safe with. Like, you become all of these things to this person, but it's not your role to play. And now you could be going through some issues yourself, but this person is still wanting or needing or asking or calling for the same emotional support or the same financial support or the same mental support that they typically can get from you, but you need it for you. It's like, you don't, no, I don't have a spare. Oh my God. I don't have a square to spare. It's Seinfeld and the tissue in the bathroom. It's like, that's how you're kind of showing up to this person. Like, they could say that about you. They could be trying to say that you're tight or you're penny pinching or you're cheap, or, you know, you don't you don't care, you don't have enough, like, you don't listen to them enough, you don't give them enough attention. Like, they're like whining like a child. But you are not their mother or their father. And actually, the position you were playing or the role you were playing, you did it to your detriment. Even like, you did it as much as you possibly could until it was like, okay, something has to change. Okay, like, I'm going to need more assistance. I'm going to need other people to be a part of this. Or I'm going to need you to stand up and do what you need to do. Or I'm going to need you to follow me. And I can lead you, I can show you, but I can't do it for you. I can't be this for you. So there's something here where someone is having to do something on their own now. And I feel like for you, like, it's almost as if these people want to judge you for choosing to separate or detach from something that was never your burden to carry in the first place. Or if it was, this is a situation where you had let go of that responsibility. So, like, this could even be a situation where you're divorced, you're separated, you're divorced, you're no longer together, you're no longer committed. This is not like, this is not your responsibility. It's not your responsibility. It just isn't. This could be a contract that was null and void. Whatever you said you were going to do, or whatever you said you would pay for, or whatever you said you would buy, things change. This could be a person this could be someone who betrayed you. You could have made a commitment or a partnership or an agreement with somebody that you don't even trust anymore. So whatever that contract was, it is null and void. Someone's trying to, like, create a contract with you that maybe physically you can't see any good reason why you would adhere to it. But it's like they're trying to create a soul contract. Like, okay, well, if you're not going to do what I want you to do on the outside, then I'm going to make sure that I drain you or take every bit of happiness, joy, peace, comfort that you feel inside until you do what the fuck I want you to do. This is weird. This is giving, someone's trying to take you out because of a decision you're making. And because I really just feel like you made a judgment call. But this is like a judgment call. You did what was best for you. You could have people that depend on you. You could actually have children, which is why you can no longer be the complete and total emotional support system or mental health expert or provider for this individual, because you have people who depend on you. They may want you to be stuck or conflicted about your choices or what you're choosing to do. They may want you to see them different or see a situation different, but this person has never given you anything different to hold on to. If they did, you would be just as committed as you were originally. This is a situation where the more you see, the more you pull back the layers, the more you want to pull out completely. So the fact that you're not running, because that's not who you are. You don't just abandon things. You don't just give up on things. With the King of Pentacles, you're fair, you're balanced, you're also humble, you understand, you're compassionate, you're kind, but you're also realistic. You set realistic goals and you move authentically, because you know that if it looks like shit, if it smells like shit, you don't need to taste it to know that it's fucking shit. You just have to figure out how to clean it up, how to deal with it, how to get around it. like you're a mover and doer, and someone's trying to make you sit still. It could be so that you can't heal this codependency, so that you can't close this gap up, so that you can't make the decision to close or shut this person out and do what you need to do for you. It's like someone trying to force you to keep the door open for them so that they can continue to drain you or live off of you or get what they were getting from you, regardless of if it's good for you or not. I'm getting like this is not somebody that you can count on, because they're not often guided the way that you're guided. They may not have received the type of guidance that you receive, like the just knowing what to do. Like I said, they could have a family structure where they just run home and they're taken care of. For you, it could be different. You may not just be able to run home and be taken care of. You may, like, so your family could have actually taught you how to survive out here because they never intended to be that source of stability for you. This person may have an open door system with their family. So for you, you can't count on this person because they're not going to make the moves that you move. When you don't have anybody to turn to, you can't trust somebody who can always just run somewhere else and be taken care of, because they'll leave you in the lurch every fucking time. You have to have someone who understands your mind, understands your life, understands, like, you have to make it because it all falls on you. So you need someone who is like-minded. There's something about you guys being unevenly yoked. This person thinks that, like, taking care of business, making practical decisions, budgeting, they think like that stuff is a joke or it's not really a necessity. But you can't have a secure or a steady, stable, and comfortable life without caring about those things, unless you have the money to. And maybe you do, but this person doesn't. So it just feels like someone trying to do what you do, live how you live, and they're doing it and they're used to somebody else being able to fill in so that they could continue to keep this up. Okay, or I don't know. But whoever this person is, you don't even trust them anymore. So maybe you used to do that before so they could keep up appearances. Okay, you would you would be the crutch, you would be the backbone, you would, fill in the gaps. But this is not a friend. This is not someone that would do that for you. So you pull back, you detach. I do feel like this person really is emotionally projecting on you. It's the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Cups in reverse. I'm sorry, I heard Spirit say to read that Queen of Cups in reverse, but I start channeling it. Almost lost time for a second. This situation feels a lot heavier than it is. Like, if you take the emotions out of the equation, it's just common sense. It's just realistically, practically, come on, it's like that type of situation. Like, come on now, you already know. I mean, it's like the emotions is the only thing that makes it difficult. This situation sounds like a hell no, but when you put emotions into it, then it's like, well, still, it's a hell no, because it doesn't even sound right. It doesn't even feel right. It isn't right. This is not how life goes. But I do care about you, and I don't like feeling, I don't like second guessing my decisions. So it's like, yeah, they're stabbing you. They're stabbing you to make you feel bad about something. They want you to feel bad about something. They're calling for that, asking for that. This person is draining you. This person is draining you. It's like stabbing you in the side and making you bleed out. Slowly. They're slowly draining you. Is this like revenge or something? What the fuck is this? What's the Queen of Cups? Hold on. Yeah, it could be someone with a very revengeful spirit. and you're going to pay some kind of way. Like I said, it could be someone who did something shocking. You were supposed to pay then, you didn't. You were supposed to change your mind, you didn't. This could have been, excuse me, someone who was petty with you, gossip, talked about you, betrayed you, did things to make you feel some type of way. You were supposed to bleed out then and you didn't. This is someone who rattles you, confuses you. They could like literally do work on you, spell work on you, or they just try to like confuse you to the point that you have like your mind is scattered, your mind is blank. But it doesn't last long enough for them to initiate their plan. So it's like whatever they're trying to do to you, it keeps, it's like a spell that someone keeps, or a curse someone keeps trying to cast over you that keeps getting broken. Their hold on you. This is someone trying to keep a hold on you, but they cannot. You keep getting set free. They keep trying to trap you in this darkness, in this misery, in this sadness, in this energy of like lack of love, lack of luster, lack of clarity, lack of support, lack of stability. They try to make you it's like they may even try to get you to be irresponsible so that it creates a deprivation or a need for you. It's like somebody who loves to be able to fit in when you need 20 bucks so that they can turn around and borrow 500 like it's nothing, because they were here for you. They were a crutch for you. It's like someone who intends these things to happen for you, and they want you to get stuck in that type of dynamic or situation here. But it hasn't been working, and even this person could be being seen. You could actually be the person who is somber or kind of sad, honestly, because someone tried to block you or keep you stuck this way. Yeah, 808 and heartbreak. You feel like this person literally put you in a position that you cannot get out of. You feel like they trapped you, and they trapped you in this position on purpose. An unreliable woman, an unstable character. Superficially, the woman represented by the reverse Queen of Cups may appear to have many qualities of her upright sister. So they could look, you know, really sweet or really nice on the outside. They could do the things that a Queen of Cups does, you know, how they move, how they talk, how they soothe. But it's kind of somebody who's always being nice with the side eye to see if you're watching. Like they're doing it for show, but it's only for you. I'm saying like you literally could catch this person looking to see if you are hearing them, if you are paying attention, if you are watching how good they're being. See how I talk to them? See how I do this? See what I'm doing? See who I am? Like a old hag, like a witch, like one with the poisonous apple. It's like that. That's what it's given. See, oh, see, yeah, see, but it's not really who they are though. There's something totally different going on behind the scenes. They're playing a game. They're acting. They're acting. They're putting on a show for you because they are not that's not their truth. It says, yeah, when it's your truth, you don't have to look to see if someone's noticing you. What do you mean, notice me? This is who I am, what I do all the time. I don't need to turn it on for your eyes or for other people to see unless I'm trying to trick you, unless it's trickery. Unless this is the little bit of me that I have to give, and I need you to see it so you can clock it in. Like I need to be, somebody's trying to be stamped as a certain character in your life. They want to play a certain role in your life, or they want to be seen in a certain light in your life. But it's like you have to buy the bullshit for them to do it. Yeah, it says they may appear to have many of the qualities of their upright sister. However, she is in fact more likely to be fickle, vain, untrustworthy, and capricious, as much as she can be the source of great problems to anyone who allows her into their confidence. And that's what they need. They need an invitation. They need for you to invite them in. They need for you to welcome them into your energy. They need to connect. because it's the only way that they're going to get you to see things differently. It's the only way that they're going to be able to change your perspective. This is what they feel. This is someone who is desperate to turn your vision around. But what your vision is doing is turning your life around. Your vision, your mindset, what you're doing, your energy is what is creating stability for you. It's what's moving your life in the right direction. This is someone who does not want to follow you. They want to attach to you and then change your perspective of them so that you will let them in. But it's not this person's mindset that you really want in your energy, because they taint it. This is how you may have gotten into the position that you're in, where you need help or you don't feel like you have enough to do for everybody. How does someone who can take care of themselves and a whole community or a whole family or multiple families, how does someone who had the mind, had the heart, had the physical capability, how are they able to do that? Maybe even at a time period where the economy was down, with this Five of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles in reverse, they could have not even been very experienced, like they've never done this before, but it was a breeze for them just because of who they naturally are. How does someone who does not have any of those factors, have not changed, they can still make money the same way, the resources or the opportunities are still available to them, they have the same mind, nothing has changed mentally, there has not been some major disruption emotionally. How does someone go from being able to do all of that to literally feeling like they're on their last leg and they need someone to do that for them? It is because these people, you're inviting somebody in, or they've been inviting a lot of people in who have been literally draining the fuck out of this person, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, all these things. Yeah, we have Justice. So this situation should be turning around. If this was what was going on in your life, I feel like it's being set right, or it will be very soon. I'm telling you, you could have just been taking care of yourself, and someone could have noticed that you take care of yourself better than they do. So if you can take care of yourself and they can't even take care of themselves, then they know for sure, hey, you can take care of me, you can take care of my sister, my brother, my cousin, my auntie, my uncle, my daddy, my cousin, my my best friend, my baby daddy, my blah 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 blah. Like, I mean, you just may have way too much on your shoulders. Like, yeah, it's for everybody. I have Mirror that's not supposed to be in here, but it says Path of Shadows. And I said there's a community, but it feels like there's two dynamics or two situations. If this is twin flame, your twin flame goes through the exact same thing as you. One of you could be more like the financial and maybe like financial support or whatever like that, and you could be more of the empathy, the emotional support system. Again, it's a family, but it's like mommy and daddy. So you're doing all the healing and, you know, creating all of the warmth and all of the light and all of the security emotionally. And then you've got daddy that is paying all of the bills and taking care of stability and keeping people practical and, you know, everything in order. Okay, physically. I mean, you could be a husband and a wife, and this is what you're doing for a lot of people. But you guys, like, y'all big mama and papa. Y'all big mama and papa. Like, that's who you are. Even if that's not who you are. You've been cast into those roles, okay? Yeah, this, I'm telling you, this is somebody is lack of direction, planning, lacks vision, motivation, delays, self-doubt, hindrances, and regret. This is why, if this two of you, then both of you are being rooted to the same system. You're being rerouted to this same entity or this same structure or this same way of living. being a crutch for others, or some kind of level of stability where people are on top of you, where you can't move from the ground, you can't pop up, you can't pop out, you can't do, because too many people are feeding off of you. So whatever way you feel like you can't do, if you feel like you can't move, then they're draining you physically. If you feel like you can't, you know, think clearly, they're draining you mentally. If you feel like you can't keep your emotions stable, they're draining you emotionally. The reason that you know that it's whoever it is that you're connecting to, or whoever keeps trying to connect to you with this negative energy or this pessimistic energy, is somebody that could be extremely whiny right now. Like, they hate their life, or they hate what they're doing, or they hate why things aren't going right, but they don't have the maturity or the experience or the wisdom to fix it. So they're looking to you to do it. That energy that's trying to attach to you, that is what is killing your mood. That is what is disabling you. That is what is hindering you. That is what is suppressing you. That is what is keeping you still. That is what is making you lazy. It's something outside of you. If you're not going through these issues, if this is your bag, if you're feeling, let's see, what's the Ace of Cups? If you feel this lack of love of self, if you don't have this confidence, if you don't feel secure, then those are things you need to heal. Okay? If you don't feel love, if you don't love yourself, if you don't feel that God loves you, or you don't feel anybody loves you, and you are experiencing these issues, then yeah, it could be you. And you could be the one that's going through this, and you need to heal because you're draining your own energy. But if you aren't feeling these things, this is someone else outside of you that is draining you. You will know. Okay, because everybody goes through depressive episodes. Everybody gets sad sometimes. They don't always call it depression if it doesn't last a certain period of time. But honestly, learning about mental health issues, I don't care what they stigmatize and call it. The thing is, we all have to deal with it. That's where it comes from. They only stamp the name on it if you experience it for chronically. Okay, so, but it doesn't mean that you can't still benefit from getting the help that people get who deal with it chronically, even if you're only dealing with it for a short time period. So someone could really benefit from maybe short-term therapy. Ace of Cups. Yeah, if you are experiencing insecurity, anxiety, if you have a lot of things emotionally that are upsetting you, then this is probably you. If not, this is someone who is feeling that way and trying to drain you because you don't feel that way, because you are healthy, because you are happy, because you are secure. And now I'm feeling like you don't even have to be a male. This is just your masculine energy. What you are doing, what you are accomplishing, what is being seen or known about you, the way that you dress, the way that you carry yourself, the way that your life is set up, the way that things are working for you, the life that you live, your overall energy, character, the way that it's operating and being seen, you are being seen as healthy and wealthy by those who do not feel as healthy, as vibrant, as energetic, as motivated, as wealthy, as secure, as stable, as supported, as positive as you. So they're trying to drain that energy. It says the reverse ace points to emotional upheaval in the Quarren's life. This is likely to leave them feeling insecure, dissatisfied, and possibly unwanted. That is the opposite of how you were feeling originally. But this person is trying to project what it is that they're feeling onto you. Such feelings may arise from a currently unhappy relationship or follow in the wake of a breakup. This could be someone that you broke up with, or someone who broke up with you and has still not dealt with or healed their emotional issues regarding it. So they're unhappy with the disconnection. I'm sure they are, because like I said, you could have been literally somebody's fucking whole support system. So now that you're not anymore, or now that you're doing it for someone else, this person is like at a loss completely, and they're trying desperately to attach themselves to you because without you they feel out in the cold. They're scared, they're worried, they may feel like they may actually need to figure out how to get free groceries, how to maybe utilize the government, honestly. Okay, food stamps, insurance. Actually, the state insurance, if you live in Michigan, the state insurance, Medicaid, pays for way more than the insurance that you could spend a whole lot of on your premiums at work. So I don't know if you can arrange that, but for some of you, that could be something that could be like, that's a resource or a tool, okay, that you really could use. Honestly, like Blue Cross Blue Shield, I've had that and couldn't get things covered, but Medicaid cover everything. Okay, so anyway, there could be certain things that this person now feels that they need to, certain resources they feel like they need to take advantage of in order to live the lifestyle that they want to, because they don't have you to do those things for them. But they don't want to. Okay, whoever this is, like I said, they're trying to portray something that they really aren't. With that Page of Pentacles in reverse, they want to be seen as a king, as a queen, but they have not lived that life yet. They're not there yet. So they really will have to resort to certain resources. They can have that experience. They can still have that experience, but they're going to have to take advantage of the resources that are available to them in order to do that, or they're going to have to become practical. They're going to have to use their mind to budget and to find a way to be stable on their own, because somebody cannot drain you, because you have your own home, you have your own family, you have your own children, you have yourself to tend to. And it's becoming too much of a burden to do this with this person draining you. It's like you can't even do what you need to do for yourself. Or they're making it more difficult for you to do what you need to do for yourself. It's like actually your detachment from this person, you probably would get right back stable, security, financially, emotionally, where you would be able to do what you did once again for anybody and everybody. But one thing I'm getting is that a new change for you is that you're not going to do it for people you can't trust. You're not going to do it for people who are going to deceive you. They're going to, throw stones and hide their hands. They're going to try to lock you down and keep you in this mental state that, life is not good for you and you're in the darkness and you're not a great person, just so that they can feel like they are. They're not going to confuse you to who you are in order to use you. They're not going to stab you in the back every time they get the opportunity to. You're not going to be given to people like that. Those are the people that have kept you stuck in life, and you're seeing that. You're seeing that cycle. It may not be the same person, but it's like the same energy that people carry where they behave that way. Survival mode. But it's like savagery. You're supposed to be working together. It's supposed to be a community, but that is not really how people are moving. They're just trying to get an opportunity off of you, not actually work with you, not actually be family, not actually be, together as a support system. They're playing a part for what people can see, but they're not really shooting in the gym with you, if that makes sense. Like, they're not really pushing. They're not really doing the work. So, and then you can't trust them to continue it. It's like you would have to keep your eye on them. And for some of you, you don't even have kids. Or your kids, like your kids are grown or they don't live with you. Like, this is not your work to do. But you would have to tend to this person as if, they were. All right. Yeah, this may be someone you, like, literally, you have to make sure that they're on top of things, that they're doing what they're supposed to. Like, it's just too much. It's too much. So I have 2 3 of Wands in reverse. So there's something that has definitely been stagnant or delayed, and it does have to do with the fake friend. For some of you, it's the same person. You guys have been giving your trust or allowing the same person to affect you negatively. They were draining from both of you. They could have been getting one of you to play daddy and one of you to play mommy, and this person has been getting a free ride emotionally and physically. You may have not even known it, but I feel like you do now. So it feels as if you are aware of this, and what you're doing is leaving this person on red. You're leaving this person on standstill. For some of you, you have like put a pin in this. Okay, you already know that this is it. You already know that you're done. But you have just put a pin in the situation altogether because you're not really sure what's next. But I have the Three of Pentacles. So you may be receiving assistance or help, or someone is coming to your aid. That's about someone coming to collaborate or work with you. It's also about recognition. Someone may see what you've been through. Someone may understand what you've been through or what you're going through. And there could be someone who wants to help you or is like wants to work with you. This could even be a situation, like I said, if this is family, or if this is your children, where you've been doing this by yourself and now someone is coming to your aid or your assistance, okay? You're receiving the help that you need. Wow. You were the person that, and you're still the person that people are wanting to attach to and pretty much feed off of you and drain you, but you're getting ready to, you've put a pin in this situation. Like, I feel like you finally have figured out what was going wrong here. You could have had two moving parts that were not moving. They're supposed to play moving roles, doing roles. They're supposed to be in action. You may have had two people that were stagnant, and they were trying to get you and maybe another person to take that on, but that's not your truth. So you guys are not stagnant, but these two, you just put a pin on them. It's like they can do whatever they want to do. You're not keeping them stagnant, but they're also not going to have access to you where they can drain you. They're going to have to let you go. They're going to have to let your energy go. They're going to have to let your soul go. They're going to have to let your mind go. They're going to have to let your emotions go, your emotional support go. They're going to have to let your money go. They're going to have to let you go. They have to set you free. And then you, when you are free, you have someone else coming to your assistance, to your aid, to assist you. So you're going to get the assistance that you need. That's what I'm getting, is that you have already been of assistance. This is like, maybe this is even karmically. This is justice that's happening in your life because you deserve someone by your side who is going to build with you, who is going to work with you, who is going to move with you. Someone that you can really rely on. And someone who, like, seriously got you, like eye to eye, not, you know, you follow me and I'll take the lead, or you take the lead and I'll just, you know, rely on you. No, this is like y'all moving side by side. This is a real partner in life. It's a real partner. You're getting a partner. You're getting a partner, and you just have to keep pushing through these illusions. You have to keep pushing through this heavy energy. You have to keep pushing through what is trying to weigh you down or make you feel like you should stop, or make you feel like life is too heavy or too burdensome, or that it'll always be that way. That is not the truth. But you have people in your life who are making you feel like the only people you can attract are people that you're going to have to carry on your back emotionally, mentally, and physically, or financially. Like, you can't just have easy connections in life. That's not true. That's not true. People exist like you. And you are going to connect with somebody who moves like that. And you guys are going to build, and you will be seen and recognized for who you really are, because what you've been observing, what you've been absorbing and observing is a motherfucking lie. It's the Queen of Swords in reverse, and I feel, I'm sorry, it's not in reverse, it's sideways, but it's not in the upright, and it's not, you know, down, because like I said, both are available to you, but for the majority of your life, you may have seen one side, you may have experienced one side, but there is a whole nother side of life where people move just like you, side by side. And they're doing it independently, but they're coming together to work together in harmony. So you actually do become stronger. Two or more is stronger if you guys are all able to be independent independently. Otherwise, it creates a codependency, and it is not necessarily going to be a more stable situation. It depends on what they're offering, depends on who they are, how they're moving, and how they intend to move with you. So if you're looking for trustworthy people who can see you and you can see them, and you guys can literally work together, you are ready. You're closing out a cycle now where you're ready for those type of people. You can actually accept somebody like that in your life, not just because it's real, but because you'll be able to see it. Because the Queen of Swords in this position means you're on the fence. Part of you doesn't even believe that a person like this exists anymore. So they could be right at your doorstep. They could be right in your fucking face. They could literally be reaching out to you and you wouldn't see them or nothing. They would look like everybody else to you. So something in your mindset, I feel, by you putting a pin in this situation, really seeing it and coming to a true conclusion of what you see, this is what is opening you up or making you available to someone who is actually trustworthy, that you can see as trustworthy too. Because what you've been through was enough to create an illusion for you where you would be so burdened down emotionally and bogged down by what you've seen, by what you've dealt with, that you would not feel that you would be able to trust another human being. Like you don't want them in your life. So I'm getting that you are finally closing out a cycle. You're seeing the people that behave that way, and they are different from the people that you are or that you come from. So you're getting ready to connect with more of the people who move like you. Okay. Yeah, when you move, I move, just like that. That's what I'm hearing. So, and you may be aware of this. Maybe this is your whole story and you manifested this. I have the Magician at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, and unbothered too. So that's amazing. I ain't thinking about you. Somebody's like unbothered. Like, okay, the moon in reverse. Like you are out of the darkness. So this may have been your dark night of the soul, but I feel as if golden, like, you know, what you're coming out golden, you're coming out as a diamond, and now you're ready to connect and attract a diamond in the rough. That could be who you are, and that's what you're attracting. A golden connection, one that is truly going to take you to the places that you're trying to go to. Because this past connection or these past connections, they were just keeping you blocked. They were keeping you stuck. They were keeping you stagnant. You could not move forward. You couldn't build. But you are about to. That's literally what the Three of Pentacles is about. That's the last card. I'm going to read that one from the book and then I'll close it out. All right, so what's the Three of Pentacles? Jesus, I gotta go lay back down. My son gonna be so happy because it's like I never got out the bed in the first place. What time is it? Yeah, 8:30. He's still asleep. Yeah, teamwork, success, satisfaction. The upright indications of this card mostly relate to work and success and rightful recognition. This work will be hard. It'll often be carried out as part of a team. Teamwork will be done on behalf of others rather than as a personal pursuit. It will not be all on you. Clarity of purpose allied to personal skills and commitment will ultimately lead to success and a great sense of satisfaction. This is a successful and a satisfying life, okay? And someone else who is committed to a successful and satisfying life, right? I just want to be successful. I just want to be satisfied. I'm hearing that song. I just want to be successful. And success looks different for everybody. It's about your happiness. It's about what you're looking for, what you want to recognize, what you want to see. Okay, what you want into your reality. And you are getting someone that you can truly work with, who is really working with you. All right, so that's what I got. That's your reading, you guys. I enjoyed this live. I enjoyed this reading. Thank you for liking the video. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next live. I'm in love with your souls. Bye.